Catch 'em in the pasture, run 'em in the pen, work 'em on the Sundays, do it all again. Race 'em in the sand, buck 'em in the mud, drip a cowboy's sweat, bleed a cowboy's blood.
I'm Zeke Thurston, 2016 World Champion Saddlebrock Rider, and you're watching the Peppered Stewart Show.
He told you that. It wasn't me. That was that guy. He was on a bucking horse, though, so maybe he got his chicken scattered, and that's why he said that. I don't know, but it's your fault. Your fault. You are here. You clicked it. No one forced you. But I'll tell you this, it's worth every penny, which is why it's free.
There you go.
Oh, we got some good stuff for you guys today. We got a couple of good guests. That we're going to talk to today. We're going to talk to Roni Hummel, a local talent agent, casting agent, local talent. We'll talk to her about what's going on with all the new movie stuff that's happening, blowing up here in North Texas. We're going to get into that. We're also going to talk to our show sponsor today. Today's show is sponsored by Ranahan-Brand. Ranahan-Brand, if you need some nice outside cool working shirts or caps, hoodies, merch, they've got it for working outside. Keeps you cool while you're out riding, roping, rodeoing. They will fix you up onward and upward. So we're going to talk to them about that here in a little bit. We got some movie stuff for you, that you guys that like movies. We'll tell you about a few that are out now for digital download. If you don't like to go outside, you want to sit at home and wear a mask and watch a movie, we'll fix you up with that. Bull riding happened. PBR, it happens. Happens a lot. We're going to tell you what happened over the weekend. Stuff's going on in Oklahoma at the Lazy E. We'll dive into that. We've also got your favorite odd news. That everybody loves the odd news. We'll dive into some of those. But let's kick it off with a movie that's going to be out in theaters on August 22nd.
Good morning from California, where intimate images belonging to Lauren Lane leaked online.
Where are you?
I don't want to tell you where I am.
I want to be alone.
Let me take care of this.
You are not in control anymore.
I gave her a life. Network TV money, man.
It's hard to be a star. People mess up. Then they just drift away. I'll take care of everything. Guaranteed.
Unlocked.
Sophie Turner delivers a thrilling performance of survival and trust. See it only in theaters on August 22nd. After a scandal, a Hollywood starlet retreats to a remote cabin, but she's not alone. Betrayed by the man she trusted most, she's trapped in a brutal game of survival. She can hide, but she can't run. Get tickets now, rated R, from Republic Pictures, a Paramount Pictures label. Go see it. Go watch it. Go watch it in theaters. And then if you don't happen to catch it in theater, you can watch it digital.
Looks pretty good. And, you know, from the producers, if producer of Saw did that,
Yeah.
you know it's going to have some twists and turns. It ought to be a good show.
It ought to be good stuff. I think. I think it will be. We had the PBR over the weekend. PBR happens.
We did.
For all you PBR fans that like PBR. So what happened?
So it's pretty cool because, you know, last time we had the CEO of the Austin Gamblers in here. They kind of had their back up against the wall because they've been behind, even though they've been really ranked as supposed to be the team. But this week they did make a comeback. So in the battle of the PBR two top teams, the Red Hot Austin Gamblers who are 8-3, rose to the occasion Sunday afternoon in Nashville and earned their 6th straight win by knocking off the Arizona Red Riders 342 to 166, ending Arizona's 9-game winning streak. What was awesome is just, they've got two of their superstars out, Keiki Pacheco and Jose Vitor Leme. So they had to have the other guys step up, and Dalton Castle came out with a freaking amazing ride, 87.75, and then Dinner Barbosa, who has been riding lights out since he came back from his serious injury, and he put up a winning ride. So they've definitely been able to make a comeback that they needed to do, and it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the year plays out.
We got a highlight from that? Let's see what we got.
Barbosa does indeed turn the lights out on Arizona. Their win streak is over. The Gamblers' win streak continues. They've now won 6 in a row.
You gotta love this. I mean, what a long weekend. The fourth bull dinner's been on this weekend. It says, yeah, give it to me one more time. I can do it, and put the big bow on it.
87 points. He just needed 8. That's what he gets, and then some.
Listen, I know things didn't go your way, but as a team, they absolutely did. How much momentum does this give you? Does this give you going into your homestand next weekend?
Oh, I think, momentum's everything, and at the end of the day, I feel like we're the only team in the league that could lose 2 absolute superstars in Keiki and Jose, and have a bunch of young guys step up like they did today, have Dalton just be showing out like he is. It's a lot of faith in the team right now, for sure.
What about the rest of these guys? It's just like they keep rising their level of expectations.
Yeah, just true professionals through and through, top to bottom, every guy in the lineup. We know we can put him in. We know we can trust him. We know the effort's going to be there. Great attitude. It's just a special group of guys.
Speaking of true pros, get ready. Can't wait to see you next weekend.
Yes, sir.
Now, Sage couldn't have said it any better. These guys are really stepping up. This team event, a lot of people were real skeptical about it first, but I think these young guys that are just kind of on the bubble, kind of getting into it, being around these just superstars and leaders, it's really bringing up everybody's game. So it's fun to watch.
It is. It is. It's a team. Everybody's going to team sport, and it's a team. Like he said, it's different. Used to be just on your own, but now you got a team helping you out, so it works out.
It does. Puts a little different pressure on you.
Yeah.
But these guys seem to be able to handle that pressure just fine.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to be the first one out. You
No.
want to be the first one to buck off.
I don't know. I'd rather be the first and last. I don't want to be like, if you buck off,
Yeah.
we're done.
Yeah.
I don't think I want that.
Yeah, I'll pass. So speaking of bull riding, there's a bull riding coming up in Lewisville next month. We got a little flyer on that thing, I think, over in Lewisville. So what's happening there at this WSPBR event?
So that's going to be a really awesome event we've got going on. So we're going to start out. The gates open at 4 o'clock. All the tickets you can prepay tickets, scan that right there. You can go ahead and get tickets. They are going fast. We're going to have a kids area with big bounce house, 75-foot obstacle course. 6:30, the Dustin Perkins Band is going to be bringing some live music. They just cut a new album out, so they're going to be really good. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to bring you top 35 senior bull riders that are going up and down the road right now, guys. We've got former world champion Ejene Caminos is going to be there, Steven Steele, Sean Moody. I mean, there's going to be a lot of really great guys there putting on a good show for you guys, so do not miss that. It's going to be fun. And then after that, we get to go over to the Electric Cowboy for an after party. So it's going to be a good night.
So jump on the internet and grab those tickets. You're gonna want to see it. You're gonna be. It's out in the outdoor pen.
Yeah, it's outdoor.
Outdoor arena. It'll be nice and cool by then.
It'll be nice and cool by 8 o'clock. It should be fun.
Good deal. So what else happened? What have you been? I went to Fort Worth over the weekend to a concert over there. We went to a Ghost concert, and the crowd at these concerts is interesting because it's a mix of all kinds of people.
Okay.
I mean, and they've got their faces painted, and there's guys in dresses. There's people dressed as
you said it's
priests.
A Ghost concert?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm unfamiliar.
They're dressed. They're entertaining. I don't know. The wife likes them, so I've had to listen to it, and they're all right. They got good music. Their albums are big.
Okay.
But they put on a show. So you've got all these people that throw a fit when they see it, when they see the outfits and the way they're dressed and all this. Kind of like they do with Marilyn Manson. You know?
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, this is crazy. Blah, blah. And people forget it's entertainment.
Yeah, it's a show.
These are costumes,
man. It's not everyday attire.
It's kind of like Kiss. They're painted up and they do a big stage presence and a big stage show, and it's really entertaining because like most concerts you go to, you just sit there and they're playing music and you're just sitting around. But this one, there's a lot to watch. There's stuff going on, stuff to see, and it's a very entertaining show. Some people take it too serious, just like the people that think Yellowstone is real. And those are real people do it. I mean, you have those kind of people that are there.
I know. They can't separate reality from fiction.
From entertainment. Yeah. So they were there too. But it was a good show. But what I thought was interesting, because I've never been to this before, it was a no phones show.
Really?
Yeah, no phones. So when you went in, they scanned your tickets off your phone. Mm-hmm. And then they had these little bags, and they stick your phone in the bag and lock it.
Okay.
And then there was an area, I don't know where it was at, but there was an area you could go to that if you had an emergency or you had to use your phone, whatever, you could go somewhere and they'd unlock it. You can make a call, whatever,
right,
and then go back out. But it was a no phones deal. And that was, I mean, for me, I'm used to not being on my phone, so I can sit there for a couple hours not being on my phone. But there was some people just having fits.
Oh, I bet.
I haven't been on my phone in 20 minutes. I don't know what I'm going to do. And so it was crazy. The people had to actually sit there and talk to each other.
Oh, yeah.
And watch the show. Because we've been to other shows like that where when you're sitting there, you've got everybody standing up, holding their phones. And
that's all you see?
And I'm like, man, I hate going to a concert where everybody stands up.
Yeah.
Because I'm not standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm going to sit there. So luckily this time we're on the front row. So I was sitting right in the front of Dickie's on the front row where I could see. Everybody standing up over here and standing up over there. I'm like, if everybody would just sit down and watch the show, why do you have to stand up? I don't get that.
Shoot, no telling, man. Yeah, you think you want to pay for a ticket? You want to actually use the seat you get?
I don't understand. I don't get to stand up at concerts. I mean, I get the guys that are down there in the pits or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's different.
But they want to stand up all day. But I'm not going to a concert to stand up all day.
I don't know. Maybe we've hit that certain age in our life where it's like, we just want to sit now. Maybe back 20 years ago, we'd have been the one up there standing up, jumping around, doing the wave, throwing stuff in there.
Yeah, it's like I just want to sit down and relax and watch the show. But we went to the Ariat Club. That was disappointing.
What was it about?
The Ariat and in Dickie's Arena, they have the Ariat. It's called the Ariat Club.
Right.
It's like the restaurant. So we looked on the menu, seen all the different steak options and the steaks and this and this. We're like, man, we want this. We want to get that. I'll get that steak will be good. And you had to make a reservation. So they already charge you $50 a person to make a reservation.
Just to get in.
Yeah, for the reservation, which would come off your bill, I guess. But
yeah.
So we get there, and they're like, oh, yeah, we don't have a regular menu tonight. And they hand us a card. You had burger and fries, chicken nuggets, or chicken strips, chicken nuggets, a salad, or nachos.
You had to make reservations for chicken strips, nachos, or a burger.
Because when we got there, it was like,
wow, sounds like you're at a concession stand, not a restaurant.
So we're like, wait a minute, if we were going to get this, we'd have just went downstairs and
you could have went to Whataburger and got all that.
We'd have ate before we went.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was disappointing because I really wanted to try the food there, and even the wait staff was like, "Yeah, we don't know what happened. This was just a last minute change."
Wow, it's like the chef didn't show up to work.
That or not enough people wanted to eat at the restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Which by looking at that crowd, they probably didn't eat meat, so that's why they didn't have enough reservations.
Right.
So that's probably what happened. But we got some guests for you guys today. We're going to talk about everybody's been blowing up the internet about all the movie stuff going on. A lot of stuff films here in North Texas. Matt and I both worked on a couple of shows here in North Texas that filmed, and that's been pretty fun. But it's about to blow up and get a lot bigger than what it is now. And we've got somebody that knows a little bit about that we're going to talk to, and that is Roni Hummel. Roni, you there?
I'm here. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
There you are.
Yeah.
There you
I'm
are.
here.
There you
I
are.
got my Film Texas hat on.
Yes, Film Texas.
Oh my God, that's so hilarious.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
Film in Texas, Louis Polero. Yeah, he is actually the director who filmed our movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have that same hat hanging at the house.
Do you?
I do.
Nice.
So let's talk about before we get into what's happening now. Give us a little backstory on Ronnie, kind of how you got started and got to the talent agency part where you're at now.
Well, it's it's my own company. I started actually in the film industry. My very first movie set I ever walked on was on. It was called Indian Paint, and it was with Chuck Connors and Johnny Crawford and Jay Silverheels, and this was a long time ago. I was very little. So that just started my love affair with the film industry. I just had to do it from then on, and it kind of just went from there. I ended up as a teenager, I got on a couple of movie sets. One of them was with Robert Blake, that filmed in my hometown of Grand Prairie, so I got to do a walk-on scene with them. Then I worked on Burt Reynolds and Chris Christopherson, Semi-Tough, that was filmed here. And just went from there. It was off and on through the years, work on films or commercials or whatever the case may be. And, oops, sorry, I'm getting messages. So it just went from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so.
I'm still working, by the way. So my phone's going to be going off. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Because I am working on passing a few things right now.
Oh, that's
anyway, later on, I got out of the industry for a while because you have family, you raise kids, and you're working and all that stuff. And then I went back in 2006, and I've been a part of it ever since then. I worked for a couple of production hubs that went from script to screen, and we produced several television shows that were very popular, #1 hit shows. And so I did that for about 7 years and decided to branch out on my own as casting director.
All right, so let's dive into that. How does that work as the casting director when you're doing castings and when you're looking to fill, particular roles? How's that process? How do you do that? How's that process work for you, and what are you looking for in particular?
Good actors. It's a long process. It's not easy. It's not easy. And you have to look at skill and talent and actors that are prepared. And we do have some good actors here in Texas. And we've had some Texas actors that moved to LA and got famous and then came back to Texas, and we know who they are. Been there back in Texas now, making TV series and films and things. So pretty excited about that. But yeah, it's a long process, and I'm very I love working with actors. I love holding workshops to help train them. I talk to them a lot, and I want to see them succeed and be at this tall, high level, and give Texas actors an opportunity and a chance to show that they can shine.
And these workshops that you do, how often do you do these workshops, and how many do you bring in at a time for your workshop?
Usually about 20 people. I can't have them all the time because I work a lot. Mm-hmm. So it's every few months. I just had one recently, probably about a month ago, that I brought a cinematographer in that worked with me to show the actors acting for the lens. And I got some scripts for them, and he was actually able to film them and film their scenes and give them the footage for their my light just went out. Give them the footage for their demo reels.
Okay.
So what advice would you give, since there's
I had my lights going in the little studio. My lights went out. Sorry.
Thought that was your special effects you were working on. So
yeah.
Now our question was so much new production, new filming that's taking place in Texas. It seems like Hollywood's now becoming Yollywood. What advice would you give to, you want to discover new Texas actors. How would somebody completely inexperienced get into it and to get to be a part of that or get their shot?
It starts with training and coaching, and you can cut your teeth on being an extra in these TV shows because that's they're here to hire a lot of extras for them. And that's great to do it for a little while, but if you really want to move up, you want to be an actor that actually has speaking lines and roles in these TV series or movies, you really need to go through training and coaching with a good acting school or a single acting coach, and learn protocol, learn everything you can about the process, and auditioning and continuation with your classes. Even big named actors still have their coaches that, sometimes go to set with them. So it's going to be forever.
Okay.
Cool.
One of them deals where you're always learning and you're always always training.
Yeah.
You never know it all.
Yep. Always learning.
This is very true.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you got going now that you're working on? Is there anything you can tell us you're working on?
Oh, yeah, I can talk about it. Well, and I'm going to say just this past year, I did a feature film. Well, actually, it was about almost 2 years ago when we came back and did some new shots for it. It was called Pickleball. It's a comedy starring Kevin Farley, and that's wrapped, and it's in post right now, so I'm looking forward to seeing that when it's going to come out. I also did a feature film called Kill Trip, which is an amazing story, and that's in post. It's being presented and being looked at for distribution within this next year. So I'm super excited about that one. And I'm now working on a short film called Virgin Birth. I've finished the casting for that, and we're looking for some extras for that particular one. It's filming out in Weatherford. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think. I know there's something else, but I've got several things going at the same time. So I work with Burnham Studios a lot. They're out in Weatherford, and I've been working with them off and on for their live immersives. I'm also casting for one of their live immersive shows that's going to happen in October.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That'll work. So if anybody's interested in learning more about the casting and schooling and coaching and things like that, is your website the best place to send them?
You can. I mean, the best thing to do in Dallas-Fort Worth is where I know all the coaches. I know that all the agents here work with all the agents in this area and the coaches. And if anybody wants to reach out to me privately on my social media, like Roni Hummel Productions is the name of my page on Facebook. It's not Roni Hummel Casting. It's Productions, because I also work production side, by the way, when I'm not casting.
Right.
They can DM me, and I can give them a list of coaches and trainers in our area.
Okay.
And help them out with that, and give them other information. I can give them my email, and I can talk with them and try to help them out in that area, because we need more actors. We need them to, go from extras to working actors, because there is so much coming here.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Roni. Well, I know you're busy, so we'll let you get back to it, but we appreciate you coming on and visiting with us, and let us know what you got going on, and we'll send some folks your way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
So there you go.
There you got it. Heard it here first.
Go to school. Get a coach. Go to school and learn to act.
Learn to act.
Learn to do it. Learn to do it. What movie you got? You got a movie coming up?
Well, I've got a great movie coming out, especially for all you Gen Xers that grew up watching the Smurfs every Saturday morning on cartoons. So they're bringing it back. Bring home the Smurfs movie on digital now. It is a fun, epic adventure. The Smurfs team up with new friends on a daring rescue mission to save Papa Smurf from a league of evil wizards. By the film critics are calling pure comedy magic, and over 35 minutes of Smurfastic extras. Sure, love that one. Including new music from Rihanna and more. I did hear that Rihanna is playing Smurfette. So, available for participating retailers, rated PG on Paramount Pictures. So, Rihanna as Smurfette.
All right. Does she have an umbrella? As a Smurf?
I guess. Still got diamonds in the sky during the movie.
Golly. What else? We got some time for our next guestess that we're going to talk to. We still want to remind you about Ranahan-Brand. Check them out. Ranahan-Brand, sponsor of the show today, so check them out. We talked to Roni. See, I was interested about that because I see her stuff all the time. On she's here and there and all these places, and I'm like, she's got to be busy as all get out.
I imagine so.
And so I figured with all the stuff coming here that it's going to get busier.
It is.
But I'm still waiting. So I haven't seen the release date yet for the Madison.
Oh, yeah, part 2 of the 1923.
Well, no, the Madison's a whole different deal.
What is it? I thought it was just like a...
It's a Yellowstone. There's ties to it. There's Yellowstone ties to it.
Okay.
But it was done filming, I don't know, a long time ago. They just finished Landman. It wrapped up a couple weeks ago, and they're already talking about releasing it in November.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering where the heck is the Madison? Because that's what I want to see.
I don't know. It seems like he's got more stuff going on than Roni Hummel does. Because, I mean, it seems like he's got something in every genre and every new thing. And now he's building a studio. Is that true?
Yep.
Or is that so? That's not fake news. He's
they're building
a studio.
They're building a big studio
by Alliance Airport.
Yeah, they're put in a big production.
Wow.
A big production studio over there, so we can have some big time movie stuff going on. Because everybody wants to get out of California.
I don't blame them, man.
They want to leave the Calis, the state of the Calis, California. And leave out of there. But yeah, I'm waiting to see that. I saw a story today about the Madison, said it's about it coming up, but I'm like, I couldn't find a release date.
Right.
And I need to see it. I need to see what happens. I'm curious to see what made it to screen. So
yeah,
I think that'll be fun. Oh man! So a lot of people today do not know that this exists. That there is a such thing as a library. There is a such building called a library full of books. That's full of knowledge. That back in the old days, like we had to do, if we want to know anything, you went to the library.
You
checked out a book.
catalog.
Yeah. And you'd go to the you'd find out pull a little index card out to see where your book is you're looking for.
The Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
You had to follow the Dewey Decimal System.
And then you go find it, figure out where your book's at, and you get your book, you check it out. And then, they'll stamp it, hey, you got X amount of days for this book, and then you take it back. But over the years, Google's taken over. Kids don't know what the library is anymore. Which I don't want to get off on that deal, but they complain about taking books out of libraries and schools. I'm like, did the kids even go to the library in school?
Yeah.
Who goes and checks out a book? Nobody.
Yeah.
They just Google it. So, that's dumb. But anyway, sometimes you rent a book from the library and you forget to take it back. And this happened to a book that was in San Antonio's public library. This book has been past due for a long time. So the book was checked out in 1943.
Wow.
Look at that, 1943. And 28-day book. I think they're past 28 days.
Just a little bit.
So is that that 136? Is that what they owe? I wonder. I don't know. So this book's been missing for 82 years. Let's see what happened. How did it get there? It got checked out by the writers. So whoever found this book, it was their grandma. Checked this book out. The package was mailed from Oregon, contained the library's copy of Your Child, His Family, and Friends by Francis Bruce Strain. That sounds made up.
Yeah.
The company note explained the book had been found among the writer's father's possessions and had been checked out by this person's grandmother when their father was 11 years old, just before they relocated so she could work at the U.S. Embassy in Mexico City. So she must have took the book with her, and 82 years later ended up in her possession. So the writer also says there hope there won't be any late fees for this book, as Grandma can't pay no more. I imagine. So they returned the book. They didn't get any fines, and the book is currently on display in the library, in the lobby of the library. Was donated to for sale in the bookseller. Will be donated to the Friends of the San Antonio Library for sale in the bookseller used bookstore. So this book is going on tour now, and then you can buy this historically lost book for the amount of late fees. Because what would the...
Could you imagine what that would cost? I mean,
how would the late fees? There's been some of these that I found that we've talked about that were late fees, and they would figure the late fee from when it was checked out,
right?
And then you had your inflation or whatever up to what it was. And there was some that was hundreds of dollars, whatever. But I'd be curious to know.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, it's only been gathering a fine for 82 years.
Yeah, 82-year book.
Maybe she was a slow reader.
Maybe. But I guess it's a well-traveled book, too.
Yeah.
So
been to more places than I have.
Yeah. What happens if your horse was to fall in a hole? Then what would you do?
Man, so let me tell you about this. So some firefighters in Maryland came to rescue a horse that was attempting to walk over a wooden plank Thursday morning and ended up stuck in a hole 8 to 10 feet deep. The Baltimore County Fire Department said on social media that rescue crews responded to the property of Hanover Road on Thursday morning when a horse walked over a wooden plank which gave way and fell into the pit. Firefighters teamed up with Howard County Department of Fire Rescue Services, and special ops had to come out to form a rescue plan. The equine was sedated, and the rescuers ended up borrowing a crane from a local towing company to hoist the horse out of the hole. Final update, at 9:36 a.m., the crane assistance from the tow company and the horse is now in the care of the vet. Approximately 30 fire department personnel was on the scene. So the horse did not appear to be injured, but was placed in the care of the veterinarian while it recovered from the sedative. Interesting.
Very interesting. What else is very interesting is a movie I saw called 28 Years Later. I went and seen that at the theater. It was different. Certified fresh, and what critics are calling the best movie of the year, period. 28 Years Later, with Ralph Fiennes, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Jodie Comer. Directed by Academy Award winner Danny Boyle, is now available to watch on digital. So go check that out and watch that show if you dare. I don't know why they say best movie of the year. I don't believe that is true, but to each their own, right?
Yeah, I'd like to see who's judging that.
Was not me. because I would.
Don't they got to make the list? It might be. Who knows? It could be good.
Yeah, that would not be me. I guess I can get this right quick. We'll do some rodeo news right quick, and then we'll see what Haily Kinsel has to say. So the Lazy E in Guthrie, Oklahoma, announced the 2026 Cinch Timed Event Championship is going to be March 5th through the 7th. It will be bringing together the most elite all-around cowboys in professional rodeo. The iconic arena has also announced 10 athletes who will be returning this year. The event challenges 25 athletes to excel in 5 timed events: team roping heading, team roping heeling, tie-down roping, steer wrestling, and steer stopping. I didn't notice they changed that. The event consists of 5 rounds in 3 days. Contestants are vying for more than $200,000 in prize money, and the winner claiming the prestigious title and a $100,000 check. Probably one of those big ones.
Yeah.
That doesn't fit in the bank slot. The remaining athlete selections are under review and will be announced by the arena in the coming months. 10 notable competitors have already been extended invitations to participate in 2026. Additional announcements to follow. So far, on the invites, they've invited Ketch Kelton, which he won $109,000 this year. Dylan Hancock, Rustin Minton, Seth Hall, Kyle Lockett, Riley Wakefield, Paul Tierney, Russell Cardoza, Marcus Sterrett, and Cody Dozier will be the first that have been extended an invitation. Ketch Kelton earned the top podium spot in 2025 with an aggregate time of 3:38.6 seconds, took home the $109,000 payday, winning rounds 1, 2, and 5. Dylan Hancock secured his second place in the aggregate, winning $36,000. So they got some money to win. Tickets on sale November 28th is when you can buy tickets for it, and you can only get these tickets at lazye.com. So I guess I'm not going to have the tickets on whatever that ticket thing I have is. I don't remember what it is now. SeatGeek. So I guess SeatGeek's not going to have the tickets. But any other concert or rodeo event you want a ticket to, go to SeatGeek and use the code Stewart, I think, or Pepper. I don't know. Look on my website. But anyway, do that and you get $20 off your tickets. What else do we have? We'll do Haily Kinsel. Haily Kinsel sat down with a new series that Pro Rodeo Films is doing. So she sat down and talked rodeo, talking about rodeo life, and horses. So this is a new little bit that they are doing. So see what you think about that.
I'm just Haily, and I like horses. I mean, that's pretty much it. I love my horses. I love my friends, love my family, and I do like this lifestyle. I love the people. I really like going to all these rodeos and everybody helping each other. That's just the family spirit behind all this is fun. I am by myself almost all the time. I live by myself. I travel by myself. But out here, I'm not.
And Haily Kinsel.
Great first, great second, nice applause. This might be one of the prettiest runs they've made this week.
Nobody's quite kept pace with Haily Kinsel. She's perfect. She's got the trifecta.
Wherever you are, if you're trying to live by God's will, He has you exactly where He wants you.
The bond with the horses, to me, is probably what makes this so special. And the fact that we are traveling city to city, rodeo to rodeo, everything about that horse's environment is constantly changing, except for me. The closest family I have that travels with me is my horses. And so I'm with them 24/7, and that's like the reason I want to get up every day, is just to be around them. And I love the training, I love the riding, I love the competing. And they learn that wherever situation I put them in, they can know that they're going to be okay. And then, in turn, that's my job to make sure they are okay. I become their advocate. I have to fight for them in every scenario and make sure that they are being taken care of and that they're safe. It's just a trust thing, back and forth. I trust them, they trust me. And I've said that going down the alley to those horses before, you know, when you're nervous and you're uptight and they're nervous and uptight. And it's just like you have a conversation like, hey, buddy, I trust you, you trust me. That's all this is. And that's what kind of centers it for me and reminds me what we're doing. When we compete in there, it's a mirror image of what we've been doing every day. I feel like that bond is something you develop over time with every horse. And some are a little more trusting than others. Some are like, absolutely, I'll be on your team. And those make it really easy. There are some that you have to win over. And it takes a long time. And it's not through cookies and petting on them as much as that is part of it. But it's more of just providing for them and letting them know that you're a safe place. Like what you are to them doesn't matter what else is going on in the arena, doesn't matter if there's 70,000 people cheering or nobody cheering. It just matters that you are what they can trust. And so you have to be consistent in that, like in every way I can, with words or just with my cues, to let them know this is your chance to feel like a beast. Now show me. But you're also trying to keep them calm because it's a long walk up there, and I don't want them to expend all their energy in the back just getting ready. So it's a very delicate balance of my energy and their energy, trying to get them ready. But I'm also, at that point, I'm locked in, I'm focused. Up until that point, I've been telling myself, just be grateful to be there, and that puts me in like such a peace that I feel like I don't necessarily have to try super hard. It's just, we're in that moment, we're jiving, and that's when my IPS stick starts, and I am locked in. All of my horses are pretty bonded to one another. They are, I mainly run mares, and so mares tend to get in like a girl gang. Like they're all buddies, and I am like their stall girl. And so sometimes I feel important, and sometimes I'm like, I just work for this girl gang. I feel like it's my calling out here to take every ounce of glory I can and throw it back on the one who deserves the glory, and that's my Lord and Savior, because I would have nothing if not for him. And truthfully, what's it all for? My name is going to go away just like everybody else. Gold buckles will wear off and end up in the trash pile somewhere. That's just the truth of it, that this life is so fleeting. And so for me, it's more about why am I here? Like the people that I'm meeting, the reason I'm able to do this. And I do think that every every ounce of success I've had has been part of God's plan for me, but I also don't even feel like it's necessary. I think he's just being gracious to me because he could use me in a diner wiping tables in the middle of nowhere if he wanted to. Like, he could put me wherever. I'm thankful he puts me here though, because I sure as heck love these horses and I love competing, love what I get to do, and until he tells me to do something else, I'm going to do that for his glory. He called me to take care of the land and the animals, and the animals that are in my possession, which includes Sister, but it includes every horse that hasn't won a dime that I take care of every day. Those horses are his possession, and so it's my job to do all I can to take care of them. But even more surreal than that, it's hard to explain, but it does feel anointed. It feels like going in the alley, that feeling on Sister, on any horse, of what I'm able to do out here, I know, like without a shadow of doubt, I know that I'm exactly where God wants me to be. And so as many as I can get, great. But me and Sister, just to be able to keep showing up these last 9 years at the finals and giving ourselves a shot, that's close enough to a record for me. You know, that's special enough for me.
All right, that right there is a new little feature that Rodeo Films is doing to kind of highlight some athletes. And I got a little fun fact highlight for you on that. So back in the old days, during the American, we had the Texas A&M rodeo team on the show, and somebody was down, I think, at Cowtown or Mesquite qualifying for the barrel racing after that, and then won it. So we had Haily Kinsel on before she won the American.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We had the whole road. We had the A&M rodeo team on. They were doing something. I forget what they were doing, but yeah, they had the whole crew on the show. But man,
she's made it a long way since then.
God.
She's still up and running. So
I've been doing this way too long. Way too long. But I will tell you this: we do have something else to tell you guys about that we in our rodeo stuff, talking about rodeo, and we've got some rodeo athletes that not only compete but also, I guess you would say, entrepreneurs in their own right. And with that, we do have Ranahan-Brand here with us. What is happening?
Hi there. We're doing good. How are you, Pepper?
Oh, we are doing good. Just sitting around talking about stuff. See what you guys were up to. So before we dive into this this brand, so let's go back a little bit. So you guys grow up ranching, rodeoing, and all that, or how'd that come about?
We both grew up in rodeo families and both competed since we were little kids. I started out riding sheep and calves and ended up being a professional saddle bronc rider for over 15 years. And pretty much the same for Kora. She did every event in high school rodeo that girls can do, and excelled in barrel racing and breakaway roping.
Yeah, Jordan and I met in college. We both went to Missouri Valley on a rodeo scholarship, and I competed in the breakaway roping and the goat tying, and he was a saddle bronc rider. Yeah. And here we are.
and there you are. So let me ask you this about this from college to now. How much have you seen the breakaway roping explode over the last few years?
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. I wish that I was a little younger so I could be right down there with them, 20 years old and going to all those big rodeos. But we've gotten to get a little piece of it here the last few years, and we're having fun with it still. So.
Okay. All right. So, Jordan, you're not riding anymore? You ranching, or what's going on?
A little bit. My brother-in-law's got a big cattle herd, and I help him out quite a bit with the ranching aspect of things. And we've got a horse training program that we recently started up since I quit riding. I got a little more time now that I'm not rodeoing as much. The last one I got on was November of 23 at our circuit final, so it's been about a year and a half.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So how did this Ranahan-Brand come about? Where'd the idea come from?
Yeah, so I have been in graphic design for about 8 years, and throughout that time, I was working with promotional items and doing a lot of marketing, and the company I was working for relocated. And so I knew that relocating wasn't an option, but I always wanted to stay in the marketing and the graphic design field. And we were like, why not put all of our talents and all of our interests and joys and abilities together and start something that we can provide for others in the Western industry that we love.
And how is that taken off from the very beginning? You know, getting into it and getting yourself out there into the people. How's that grown over time?
Yeah, so it's pretty new yet. We've been on the market for just about a year, and it's started off with a bang. Better than we could have ever expected. We're still definitely baby steps on getting our feet on the ground, running here, and
it's definitely. I mean, it took off quicker than I expected for sure, and she works very, very hard on all this. All the every product that as she's developed it's comes with a lot of thought, and it shows in the product. And I couldn't be more proud of her for what she's come up with.
Yeah, we're a one-man show. We do have a social media content creator. His name's Willie. You guys might be familiar with him.
Willie.
Yeah.
Oh, Willie.
Yeah. So he's awesome. We love him. He does such a good job for us. But other than that, all of the branding and our website and the products and everything kind of boils right down to what we have created together.
Okay. All right. And I know you've got the online store. Do you do any setup when you travel or anything like that? You know, set up vendor areas and things like that when you go to different rodeos, or?
We haven't had the chance to do that yet. That's something that we have in store for 2026. We really want to start making a mark on showing up at trade shows or different events. And we have some people who are really excited about it as well to help us out on the road. So you will see us somewhere soon, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's going to be my next question, because the WESA show just wrapped up here in Dallas, and then they'll be back again. They come back, I think, at the end of the year or next year, and they have that's the trade show you want to go set up, and it's a huge place. But okay, that'll work. So, what part of the country say you're in? Are you still in Missouri, or where are you living?
We migrated back up to the North Country.
Yeah.
We're located in Minnesota.
Yep. I'm from Iowa originally, but this is where we ultimately landed.
It's too cold. That's too cold.
North of the city is about an hour.
That's too cold. That is way too cold for me. Do you have any summertime up there? How does it work from the weather? I've always been curious, because every time I see anything up there, it's covered in snow.
The summertime here is beautiful. Like you'd love it for sure. It's just a little shorter than what you're used to down there. So
yeah, unfortunately, we have like 5 good months of summer, I'd say.
Yeah,
if we're lucky.
Wow. What about snow? How does the snow work up there? Is snow all winter, or is it up and down, or how does the cold weather work up there?
It's definitely up and down. There's years where, like, I think it was a couple years ago, there was, I think, the third most snow that they've ever got, like as far as a yearly basis, and there was like 90 plus inches or something like that, and that was extreme. Like, and then the next year after that, there was hardly any. Like we maybe got 8 inches or something the whole winter, but it definitely gets cold for sure.
Hey, I've seen those videos where they're flying through there, throwing hay out of a helicopter to feed the cows. I'm like, man, I do not want to be part of that.
Yeah.
So what all do you guys have in your market? I mean, what all are you guys making? I know you mentioned shirts and hats and hoodies.
Yeah, so right now we have ball caps and Western long sleeve shirts. We have some really cool t-shirts coming out. Actually, tomorrow they'll be dropping. They are called the Drift Cool short sleeve tees. Essentially, they're athletic tee that will keep you cool and will wick your sweat away from you. We plan to have quite a bit of more products coming out this fall, as far as like zip ups and sweatshirts and more graphic tees. Really just gonna broaden our inventory as much as we can here within the next year, and just keep growing as much as we can as well.
Okay, yeah, that's when I seen them. That's what I liked. Was the ones you had the quick dry, was it like the quick dry or the breathable stuff, because it's hot down here.
Yeah,
it's
a little different. Our summers are a little longer, so we definitely need to wick that sweat away.
Yeah, it is hot. It is hot.
Yeah, it gets hot up here too. I tell you what, yesterday it was so dang humid, And that's what we get the most, I'd say, is the humidity.
Yeah, and I've put the shirts to the test. I'm a full-time farrier, so the heat and flies are the bane of my existence. They definitely keep you cool.
Yeah.
And what's different about our shirts is the material and the thickness. So it's a polyester spandex, and we do have like perforation on the backside of the men's and on the under sleeve of the women's and down the side. And so that's what we are really excited about. It's just bringing something new to the market that is out there, but is a little bit more classy. The fit is perfect for athletes. We have been an athlete ourselves, so we know what we want when we're wearing a Western shirt. And this material and its thin stretch is just perfect for what a roper, a bronc rider, anybody who's an equine athlete is looking for.
Definitely.
Okay, so it's tested. If you're under them horses all day, you're putting them to the test, all right. So
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's gonna know for sure. He's gonna tell you. He's gonna say, "Hey, do this, do that. I need this, I need that." So you're gonna have them ready to go. So that's good. So you got any? Are you still roping? Or you got any plans of hitting the big ropings, or are you just?
I am roping. I had to take the year off this last season just because we've been so busy with the brand. I've been giving lessons to girls here around the area, and was just at a high school rodeo last weekend. It was a ton of fun to go hang out with all the youngsters that are eager to grow and be a part of the sport as they get into college and everything. And, I plan to get back to roping. I'm hoping next season I'll have a little bit more free time so I can get back on the road and get to roping at the big ropings and down.
Yeah, I can definitely tell she's getting the itch, taking some time off. She's been roping really well here at the house, and I'm kind of excited for her to get going again too.
It's time to get back after. She's gonna haul you along. She's gonna need somebody to work the booth.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that might be my new gig.
Well, it'll get you out from under the horses for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, guys, Kora, Jordan, man, we appreciate you visiting with us and telling us about your new company and your shirts and clothing line and what you guys do. And we'll sure let the folks know about it. And we wish you luck on your endeavors.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
we appreciate you having us on your show. It was a blast.
Really nice to meet you.
Thank you. All right, check them out. Look them up on their website at Ranahan-Brand and check out the shirts. Get you some of those shirts. I'm very intrigued and interested in checking these shirts out because as hot as it is down here, they do seem like they're going to work.
Oh, yeah. We need something like that. Do they stay tucked in? That's the question.
Well, if they're made by rodeo people for rodeo people,
I'm sure if he's a farrier, he's been over all day. He knows how to keep a shirt tucked.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it a little longer. He's gonna make sure they stay in.
So yeah, that will be worth the try. So be sure to check them out. You still got movies over there?
I do. I have Mission Impossible. Bringing it home.
You mentioned it. Is it Mission Possible or Impossible?
It is impossible. Okay, so good thing. Our lives are the sum of our choices. Bring home Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning on digital now. Tom Cruise stars as Ethan Hunt in this action-packed thrill ride that film critics are calling the biggest and wildest mission yet. Go inside incredible stunts with over 50 minutes of jaw-dropping extras when you buy it on digital. Available at participating retailers, rated PG-13 from Paramount Pictures. So that sounds like it's going to be a good one. You definitely want to check that one out. So all the others have been great. So let's just see if we can keep adding on
and go watch it. Go check that sucker out. I was about to say something and then I lost my train of thought. We do got the lights right. Something else that's happening on the internet. Those of you that like coffee and like drinking coffee, this guy knows about drinking coffee because he's been drinking it.
I've been drinking a lot of it, so I'm all geared up, man.
So Rodeo Coffee Roasters. Go look them up on the internet. Go look on the Facebook. Go look on the TikTok. What you really need to do is go check out the Rodeo Coffee Roasters TikTok because there's a lot of stuff that's been happening on there. They've been doing some lives, so if you have questions about the coffee, you can catch one of their TikTok lives and do a live Q&A. You can see the coffee bags in person, because people don't. They look at the bag and like, how big is the bag? It's a
good sized bag.
It's a big bag. It's a big bag. So you can get it in. You can get cups. You can get grounds. If you want to work extra hard, you can even get the beans.
Hey, I know my son. That's what he's got one of the grinders. I mean, he's a little bougie at his house, but hey, whatever. So he's getting a bag of beans for Christmas.
Yeah, let him grind them. He can grind those beans up. So yeah, check them out. Look them up on the internet. Go follow them on TikTok. If you don't, go do it. They got a lot of stuff going on there. Oh man, there is. This story is interesting because it happened to me. So this was in South Carolina. A police dash cam records a lightning strike on a utility pole. So the guy's just driving along with his dash cam on, looking for one of you outlaws out there, and happens to catch a lightning strike on his dash cam, and it sparked a small explosion of fire. And I seen that in person last week when it was raining, and I was driving home and going down the old county roads. So the fence was maybe, what would you say, 50 foot? What's the right of way? 70 foot from maybe about 70 foot from me while I was driving. It's raining. I hear the loud thunder, and I can see the light. I look over. The lightning comes down, hits the tree right there on the side of the road, lights that sucker on fire. My truck shakes, and to the house I go. Faster than I should have been. But I'm like, I'm getting the heck out of town. I don't want to get hit by lightning because I hear it's a very shocking experience. So I want to avoid that at all costs. So what else you got going on? You got anything coming up other than we got the bull riding? You got the bull riding coming up. What else is going on?
With us, we're just we're still bucking bulls every Tuesday. We've had a lot of the PBR guys from the teams events. They've been coming out and getting on some practice bulls with us. So we buck every Tuesday night at Kings Trail Cowboy Church. That's great. And then other than that, we've wrapped up the post-production of our movie, The Whore and the Horseman, and we're actually going to have our soft premiere September 27th in Denison, Texas, Eisenhower Auditorium. So as that gets closer, I'll be really posting that and trying to get that hyped up as much as possible before we make this film festival run.
Yep. Yeah, we'll do that. And what we'll do is we'll throw the trailer in your face a little bit so you guys can see it as it gets closer. So we can do that too. Pique their interest just a little bit. Training Day Ministries, White Right, Texas.
Yep.
Kings Trail
Cowboy Church.
Go out there, get on a bull, or watch somebody else get on a bull.
Yeah.
I got to get over there. I got to get some horses over there. I need to get a couple over there.
We could always use them
and ride. I got a few because I don't know. My old mare, I'm probably gonna take. The old gray mare, I'm probably gonna take over Lewisville. But I got my wife's old big blue horse. I've roped a little bit on him, but not a whole lot. But I don't know what he would do around all the clanging and racking. So I was like, man, I need to haul him over there.
Well, that's a big enough arena. You can start at the far end and just kind of ease him down there. Yeah.
Yeah, I could sit down there on the other end and just let him buck and just let him get used to the racket, the noise, and then just kind of ease him down a little bit. Cause I'm still riding old Gray. I need to stop riding her. She's 18 years old.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But I need to retire. I keep saying I'm going to retire her. Every time after every event I say it's her last one, I'm going to retire, and I still don't do it.
Yeah. It's hard to get rid of the ones you can trust.
I know. My other horse cut himself. My blue colt, the one I need to be really pushing, he went over a fence, cut himself, so he's down. It just now healed up. Yesterday, it's healed up pretty good to where it's right there in the girt. So
every time you put a saddle on it.
So I'm going to have to wait till it really, really heals up. So that's not good for a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, maybe turning 4. He needs some wet blankets on him. So I don't know. We may load a few up and go to Clinton, Arkansas, to the wagon races. Go up there for a little bit, camp out. Fun. Maybe, I don't know. But I guess what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here. We're going to get on the highways and byways of Texas, sit in traffic for a minute, and then go home and feed some horses.
That's exactly what I need to do.
We'll see you guys on the next one.